escort van of Terry Newton went 8.72 with a 5 to become the quickest Zetec powered vehicle. And it's a van that did it. Unbelievable. It's also got the 4-cylinder. Another 400. Terry, you're still going to do with 164 miles an hour.
Sorry. I'm just very excited to see if they race this car again. This thing is absolute hell.
That's a brilliant vehicle.
I'm talking about a little turbo altered in the Slictrix lane. Look at the index. That's an index, that's not a dial-in. We're a comp. The idea is to tune and run as quick as you can. And my goodness, did Ben run quickly yesterday. He's only number 11 qualifier. However, he went 7.55 at north of 170 miles an hour yesterday. There's a 1.8 turbo compound turbo engine in this altered. I think it was built by Jeff Hauser. It's a purpose-built race car in the UK. And my goodness me, does it fly. I did think when he was testing that it was getting into the low 8s, maybe high 7s. I didn't think it had the potential to do what it did yesterday. And hopefully, even quicker. So keep your eyes on both these cars. The little Fiesta Roo with Chris Todd in the Kestra lane. And amazing Audios Banter of their race. At 152, still with the smoke through the finish line, must be turbo overrun type thing. Still not slow, around about half a second off where he was yesterday.
Congress just so entertaining now.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like when we get to like the main event, European finals and all the other dear me. Well, our version of comp in the UK as well, thanks to various rule and decision makers and lots of pestering from people called Luke, is very unique, even in the drag racing world. Comp Eliminator out in Sweden and Scandinavia is fantastic. It's very much similar to comp in the US. This is Axel, because we've got Copos, we've got front wheel drive cars, we've got super mod cars, all that kind of stuff. So Luke Stevenson, the man I was talking about, the Slictrix lane down here, taking on Spencer Tram. And Luke, chairman of VW DRC, also European front wheel drive, who've sponsored the front wheel drive class again at the Door Slammers in about 4 or 5 weeks' time. They've got t-shirts from 15 quid in the bits, and also check out the competition to win a trailer on the European front wheel drive Facebook page. Number 6, 11.24. Luke, that's a better run as well, 11.64, 150. So the Dirty Dog 55, back off smooth. Taking the front wheel drive shed. Aerodynamic shed, but still a shed. That's what he calls it, I'm not being rude for once. So Darren Dewhurst, another member of the Street Racers UK gang. Gordon Darby goes off holiday, the whole class will be screwed, wouldn't they?
No, they'll go with him.
They'll go with him, yeah, fair enough. But the guy we're talking about, you'll see him in just a moment. Gordon is behind Street Racers UK, does a lot, well not tuning, he does the tuning for an awful lot of these cars. Very successful tuner. That's Gordon Darby down there. Emma ran 2 back-to-back personal bests yesterday. The index for the front-wheel drive Integra is 9.50. She went 9.32 yesterday, getting quicker and quicker. Comp really is a great class, and it's also really good for a lot of the front-wheel drive races because they get to run on prep tracks in front of a lot of people all the time, and really helps them up their game, improve their performance. That's what I was going to say, because your son is the main event back-to-back again. I wouldn't mind betting a few of the front-wheel drive guys are going to hang around for a week later running. So Lloyd Perkins, number 9 qualifier yesterday, 7.73 with the Oz Cuppers. Again, those numbers on the board, they need to run as quickly as they can. Yeah. 9:13 for Emma. 164, that takes her to the number 7 spot.
She's going to be one to watch at Dopslopers as well, let alone in comp.
Well, Lloyd was on a really, really good run there. The car had a bit of a tail wag and got close to the centre line, and after what happened a few years ago, I think he thought better of it to go home with the car in one piece. So, Dave Swift. Should be alongside Dan Williams, so I'm guessing he's in the burnout box.
Yeah, Dan doesn't need to do a rolling burnout, so he just burns it up on the box and rolls up to the line.
Dave Swift is only number 17 at the moment. I'm not sure how many cars are qualified and whether we're running an all-run field or whether it will be a qualified 16-car field. His index is 7.00. Weirdly though, Dan hasn't started his burnout yet.
Yeah, Dave Warren gives Dan the signal.
Dave Swift then. Great crossover story is Dave Swift actually came to the world of VWs, didn't he?
Yes, yeah.
And he saw this car for sale and liked the look of it and thought, that was fun.
Talking of fun, Dan's wheelie bar is set very high, and bearing in mind how well this car lifts the front, hopefully when he launches it's not going to go too high.
It's that high it looks like part of the number plate.
Yeah.
No improvement for him, unfortunately. Dave Swift, though, does move up to number 13.
Jenkins with Monster.
Is that Ahmed down there in Sibbies? Is he broken? It is Ahmed. I just wonder whether...
Oh, yes, he is, yeah.
It's his nephew. Akram Ashad. In the Honda. Unfortunately.
Oh, it's been pushed back. Oh.
Okay, Jenkins going to be on a bye run with the Fraudster. It's called the Fraudster because it is a Ford, however, it's not a Ford engine in it. 789 is his index.
Yeah, pulled right quite hard off the line, and Kev was doing everything he could to try and A, stay on boost, and B, keep him from crossing the centre line, and they both weren't happening at the same time, so he backed out the run, going to take the first exit.
Well, rule number run from any race meetings normally go home with a complete race car.
Yes.
Have fun, but go home with a complete race car. Well, Amir is actually, I think he was qualified, yeah, he's number 12, he already run a 9-1. the Honey Wasp. You told me a great story about how you acquired the car. That's one thing we didn't do. Where did this car come from?
I believe it came from a contact of David Palmer.
Okay.
That's from what I understand. I think it was more of a case of David getting in touch with him and goes, here, look, this one's valuable, I get this is a good one. And that's a very short version of it.
And if you're coming back at the end of May, there's more of these on the way.
Oh, yes.
Well, maybe one.
Well, one more definitely.
One more definitely, yeah.
Because it's here, it's arrived. So.
Oh, it has,
yeah, we know where it is now. It's not bobbing around on the water anymore. So, Ruben Dawson then, he is your number one qualifier. He ain't going to be knocked off that spot. He has an index of 890. That's not changed. Because it wasn't the 9s before. So,
it was 910.
Yeah. Short shifted that one, but 875 at 120. Right, Nick Williams with the Copo on the force by the moment, 783. Structure the line in front of him is his brother Dan. So Nick's index is 850, and obviously he wants to go under that as far as possible. A new PB for Nick, 175 miles an hour, but that was absolutely superb. He stays number 4. But a new PB for Nick Williams, 777 at 175. As you said, Darryl, it didn't lift the front wheels at all.
Oh, yeah,
that was flat.
Yeah, you got it. Wow. Perfect line transfer. Necessarily.
Not the tyre tracks.
Yeah, certainly not the tyre tracks, unfortunately.
Okay, so Motorsports UK Pro Modified, session number 3 for them. John Webster, coming at length 61, Michelle Durrett, coming at line 32. That really is not where these cars are. These are both 5-second door cars. One turbo, one supercharged. As Darryl said, Michelle Durrett burned out not exactly in the direction he wanted to, but the tyres will be warm enough. Let's see how they get on there. Q3 for Pro Modified.
Just going to say that. Michelle was pedaling by half track, still went 395 at 174, but what will get a lot of people's attention is that 60-foot time. 0.954 in a blown car. And Dreisano yesterday went 9.4 in a turbo car, which is, for a legal pro mod, that's immense.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if they can string that all the way from one end to the other without all the wiggling around. The car was turning the tyres all the way past 60 foot. You can actually see it still shaking at about 330 where it went roughly sideways. So, real good job by the team. So close.
Well, next up then, Kev Slyfield with the Bloomberg. He did try to retire last year, but the lure and of course still having the car and all the equipment and the race transporter available to him, so he thought, yeah, I'm going to come back out again this year. A different colour scheme on the car. It used to be sort of a dark metallic red, now it's just in your face red. Going alongside Andy Robinson, your current and multiple British champion, with the anger management. Well, again, these are 5 second door cars. Robinson been deep into the 5.8s, Kev's been into 5.9s. And he set his best actually last year at the Summer Nationals at 5.82 with a 0. His best ever speed, 249, he did at the main event. You have to rewind to 2019 when Kev Slyfield went 5.92. He's been in the fights for plenty of time since, but doesn't have the extensive race program these days. Please have Top Fuel Bike, Super Street Bike into the main lanes please, Top Fuel Bike and Super Street Bike into the lanes please. And Dave gives a signal to our 2 robots to come up to the line. Already bringing Kev to the line, that was Steph, that's Andy's daughter, bringing Andy up to the line. This for Motorsports UK Pro Modified Q3, our second pair.
Pretty damn close.
Speed on the other side of the racetrack from Andy Robinson with a 6.09, but Kev Slyfield, his second run in what, a year and a half, and he's back into the 5s with a 5.94 with a 5 at 239 miles an hour. A new PB on speed for Kev Slyfield. Congratulations to the Bloomberg team.
And check out the 60 foot as well.
Wow, 0.95, that's another supercharged 0.95 60 foot.
Oh.
So yeah, knocking on the door with a PB on the ET and takes one for speed there for Kev Slyfield. Very, very good indeed. Both of them with 0 lights off the line. Congratulations to the Bloomberg team as they go into the back of the pickup truck to go collect Kev and the car from the top end. But well done guys, and it's so good to have you all back as well, it really is.
Both these guys actually set personal bests yesterday. However, there was about half a second between them, believe it or not. That's no slight on Dave Smith at all. He had a great run yesterday in the Stranger Thing 55 Chevy in the Slick Tricks lane. Went into the 6.3s, did he, Connie?
He did indeed, yes.
However, the guy in the other lane, Andre Arnover, all the way from Estonia, that's the Estonian flag.
This is the one.
Out, the top of the door.
Oh, come on, do another one.
If this car makes it past 3:30, hold your breath. Yesterday, he went 5.69 with a 5 at 254 miles an hour. I did actually see a post from his tutor, Andreas Anderson, to say that even on that run, they got everything right. They weren't expecting the weather to be quite that good, so it did actually burn some stuff up. But they obviously got it cleaned up, got it back together. Here we go once again. So the car was built in the US. It's been owned by Android now for a number of years. He comes over, basically parks his rig here for a month or a couple of months at least anyway. So good luck to both of them. And Dave Smith repeat yesterday, hopefully get a bit quicker than what he ran. Can Andre Arnover back up? It's not a European Pro Modified record because it's not a European FIA event. It's going to be the UK Pro Mod record. However, let's face it, he's the first in the 560. Here we go.
they move up from 5 to 4.
Very quickly, what was the 60 foot, mate?
101.
Yeah, 101 to 60 foot, 631 to 222. Must be nice to be making runs and going quicker.
We're going the right way. Yeah, we're definitely going the right way. Right.
More in it? More in it?
Hopefully so, yeah, we're just taking it easy though. Bring it on a little.
Good stuff. Good luck the rest of the weekend. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much indeed, folks.
Well done, John. Fantastic effort from the whole team.
Yeah, you got it. Well, apparently, I talked to him, you said, because he wasn't shy, he was quite a good laugh, he did lots of, as soon as you put a microphone, like instantly,
Yeah, just don't